Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about JK flip-flop using NOR gate. So at first we have to know what is JK flip-flop and why it should be used in our digital electronics. The JK flip-flop is the improvement version of SR flip-flop. We have already learned SR flip-flop, that in SR flip-flop there are 4 possible state, and among the possible state there exists one state which is an forbidden state. Forbidden state means the output is not be considered in any digital circuit. So in order to remove this forbidden state, JK flip-flop has been invented. In JK, here we are going to learn about JK flip-flop using NOR gate, how its circuitry and the truth table. In this gate we have used one NOR latch, so we must remember this NOR latch. I have written already the truth table of NOR latch and the AND gate. Okay, so at first we are going to learn about block diagram, then we will learn about the logic diagram. So the definition of JK flip-flop is what we have learned. The JK flip-flop is most widely used flip-flop. It is considered the universal flip-flop. Universal flip-flop means in most of the circuit where flip-flop are used, JK flip-flop is used. SR flip-flop is not used, as the forbidden condition exists in SR flip-flop and this JK flip-flop has removed that condition. So JK flip-flop is used in most of the circuit. The sequential operation of JK flip-flop is same as RS flip-flop. Okay, what is RS flip-flop? That is because it is the improvement of SR flip-flop. So its truth table is same as RS flip-flop with the same set and reset input. The only difference is that the flip-flop does not have the invalid input of the RS flip-flop. This is the main difference. Okay, so the block diagram of JK flip-flop is there are 2 input state. Okay, 2 input state, it is known as J, it is K. 2 output state, one is Q, other one is Q bar, and obviously there is one clock signal. If it is edge trigger, then arrow sign must be there, and this is clock. Okay, so this is the block diagram of JK flip-flop. Okay, now let us learn the logic diagram, and with logic diagram we should learn the truth table of JK flip-flop. Now this is the logic diagram of SR flip-flop. Here it is R, it is S. Okay, instead of R, S, in JK flip-flop, J stands for set, that is S, and K stands for reset, that is R. Okay, so SR, in SR flip-flop using NOR gate, the S should be as an input in the below gate, below AND gate. So here we should write J, and as K is in the R is in the uppercase, we should write here R. Okay, and you can see this portion is the SR latch using NOR gate, which we have already studied. Okay, so here we must write in the upper gate it is R, in the lower gate it is S. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram of SR flip-flop, not JK flip-flop. For JK flip-flop, one additional security is that the QN input goes as the feedback input of with K, the output of QN. Okay, this output goes as the feedback input. As this feedback input goes as in the input in S, here Qn goes as an input with K and Qn plus 1 goes as an input with J. This is the logic diagram of JK flip-flop using NOR gate. It is simple as a flip-flop is a flip-flop using NOR gate. The only difference that this Qn goes as an input in the upper gate and the Qn bar goes as an input in the lower. The truth table of SR latch I have already written here because this leads us to the output of JK flip-flop. Now this is first gate, this is second gate. The input of this 3 gate goes as an input in R and input of this 3 gate goes as an input in S, and these two input determines the output in JK flip-flop. So here we can write that S for this input, this is the AND gate and this gate has 3 input. One input is J, another input is Qn bar and clock. The AND operation of this 3 input gets the S input. These 3 in output goes as an input in S, and for R these are K. This input goes as an feedback, that means Qn and clock. Okay, now let us write explanation of truth table. So for our truth table, there are 3 inputs. So there must be one clock, another is J, another is K. Okay, these 3 input. Now one is for Qn. We have to check both the input. Here we need both input Qn and Qn bar. So we should write Qn and Qn bar. This leads the S and R value. S and R, and this gets the Qn plus 1. Now let us check the condition. In the first condition, for first condition, when clock is 0, as when there is no clock signal. Okay, let us see. When clock is 0, that means this gate's value is 0, this gate value is 0, and as this is AND gate, whatever be the value of J, K, Q, N, Q, B, whatever be the value, as one gate input is 0, obviously S and R, both the values are 0. Okay, so we can write as clock is 0, whatever be the value of J, cross means J's value can be any value, K cross, Q cross, N cross, whatever be its value. Obviously S and B also 0, are also 0. That means when clock is 0, it does not matter whatever be the value of Qn bar, J, K, the output of it is 0. So R and S both are 0. So at R and S both are 0, this is an SR latch. So as SR latch, when both are 0, it is no change. So we can get the next state as an Qn plus 1 means next state. We can write here as no change. Now for second condition, when clock is 1 and J value is 0, 0, both the value. When Q is, we have to check both the condition, that is Qn, we have to check the value for Qn is 0, and when clock is 1, when J is 0, 0, Qn value is 1. Okay. For single input, there must be two valid input, either 0 and 1. So in order to get the truth table, we have to check for both the value. When Qn is 0, Qn bar obviously 1. When Q is 1, Qn bar obviously 0. Now we have to find out S and R. For S, our value is J, Qn bar and clock. So clock is 1, J is 0 and Qn bar is 1. Okay. So as there is 1 0 input, 1 is 0 in the signal, so output obviously will be 0. So here the value is J, Qn, clock. Here clock is 1 obviously. Here it is 1. Okay. J is 0. Qn bar is 0. Qn is 0. Qn bar is 1. So here Qn is 0. Here Qn bar is 1. Now J and K both are 0. That means here it is 0. Here it is 0. As this is AND gate and one of the input signal is 0, obviously the output is 0. So R is 0 and here also one input is 0. So S also 0. So R0 is 0 means that is output signal is no change. So here it is, it also 0. So no change means as Qn is 0, Qn plus 1 also 0. No change means whatever be the value of Qn is present state, it is present state and it is next state. No change means whatever be the present state, that value will we get in the next state. So it is 0, it is also 0. Okay. So in our next condition, in next condition, clock is 1, J is 0, K is 0. That is it is 0, it is 0. Okay. So Qn is 1, Qn bar is 0. Qn goes in the K input, so it is 1. Qn bar goes in the this input, so it is 0. Okay. So here also one input value is 0. Output also 0. Here also one input value is 0. Output also 0. So both are 0. 0 means no change. So no change means we can say S and R both are 0. Here we get both are 0. So as both are 0, so Qn plus 1 is no change. No change means as Qn is 1, Qn it is also 1. That means no change. So it is our first state. Similarly, we can get when clock is 1, J input is 0, K input is 1. There are also two conditions. When clock is 1, J input is 0, K input is 1 and Q1 is 0. Clock is 1, J input is 0, K input is 1. Because for two input there are two conditions. And for two condition we have to check two times because Qn is 0, Qn is 1. So when Qn 0, Qn bar 1 is 1, it is 1. So it becomes 0. So now we can check using this condition directly that for S value we have J Qn bar clock. For S value clock is 1, J is 0, Qn bar is 1. That means 1, 0, 1. One input signal is 0. So as it is AND operation, so S value is 0. Okay. And for R value, K, Qn, clock. Clock is 1, K is 1. Qn is 0. So here also one input signal is 0. So one input signal is 0 means R also 0, as this is the AND operation of these three input signal. Okay, so R also 0. 0 0 means we know that 0 0 is no change. No change means whatever be the value of Qn plus 1 get the same value, so it is 0 in the first condition. For second condition is same, check for S, J, Qn bar clock. Clock is 1, J is 0, Qn bar is 0. You can see one input signal is 0, obviously output is 0. Okay, and for the second case, K, Qn, clock. Clock is 1, K is 1, Qn is 1. Both are 1. I am marking here red, which is for R, and marking here blue, which is for S, and clock is in both the cases. So 1 1 1 means we get R as an input because R is the AND operation of these three inputs. So we get here 1. So 0 1. For 0 1 NAND latch we get output is 0. So here output is 0. Okay, we have, in order to get the truth table, we have to check every condition. Every condition means as these are input totally depends on the feedback of output Qn and Qn bar. So we have to check for the two conditions. Two conditions means when Qn is 0 and when Qn is 1. So for that reason we check one condition by taking both the values. Now our third condition, when clock is 1, J is 1, K is 0, Qn is 0. When clock is 1, J is 1, K is 0, Qn is 1. As Qn is 0, Qn bar is 1, Qn is 1, Qn bar 0. Okay. Now using this formula, we get the value of S and R. S and R means these two gates. By getting the value of input in these two gates, we get the value of R, Q and Qn bar. So for S, we get J, Qn bar, clock. That means clock, J, Qn bar. You can see both the inputs are 1. So S is 1. And for R, we let K, Qn, clock. Clock is 1, K is 0, Qn is 0. So one input signal is 0 for AND operation. Output will be 0. Now for 1 0 check. 1 0 means for NAND latch output is 1. So output is 1. For our second condition, for S, J, Qn bar, clock, clock, J, Qn bar. One input is 0. So output obviously 0. And for R value K, Qn, clock, clock is 1, K is 0, Qn is 1. That means one input signal is 0, so output also 0. So 0 0 means we know that 0 0 is no change. No change means whatever be the value of Qn plus 1, next state also have the same value, so it is 1. Okay. In our last condition, this is very important. When clock is 1, both the input are 1, J and K, and Qn is 0. When clock is 1, both the input is 1 and Qn is 1. Obviously Qn 0 means Qn bar is 1. It is 1 means it is 0. Now let us check for S value. For S value, we have J, Qn bar, clock. Clock is 1, J is 1, Qn bar is 1. So S is 1 and R is clock, K, Qn for R value. So here also one input signal is 0. So obviously output is 0. So 1 0 means 1. 1 in next state for S J Q N bar clock. So clock J Q N bar, one input signal is 0, output is 0. And for R K Q N clock, clock K Q N, both are 1, that is output is 1. That means 0 1, 0 1 means output is 0. Okay. So this is the truth table. Now from this truth table we can came to a conclusions. As we have checked every time two state by taking input Q as 0 and 1, we get this conclusion, and from this conclusion we can consider a single conclusion. What is a single conclusion? When clock is 0, obviously it is no change. When clock is 1, both the inputs are 0. You can see that whatever be the value of Qn plus 1 has the same value. When Qn is 0, Qn plus 1 also 0. When Q is 1, Qn bar also 1. So we can mention this condition as no change. Okay. In our second condition, when clock is high, both the input signals are 0 and 1. J is 0, K is 1. We get that the output means next state will be the value of 0. So as there is a value of 0, so we can say this condition as the, we know that 0 means this is reset condition. In the third case, when input signal is 1 and J input is 1 and K is 0, we get the output as an 1. In both the cases output is 1. So we can say this is the set condition. Okay, now this is our main state which can remove the forbidden condition of SR flip-flop. Let us say when clock is 1, both the inputs are 1. In SR flip-flop, this condition becomes arise a invalid condition which is known as forbidden condition. Okay, where both the input signal becomes has a same value. But here you can see that when this condition, when both the inputs are 1, Qn value is, this is our Qn value. When Qn value is 0, we get output as 1, Qn plus 1. And when Qn is 1, we get output as 0. That means all time we get an reverse value. At every state, its value changes either 1 and 0. When present state is 0, it will change in 1. When present state is 1, it will change as 0. Okay. This state is known as toggle state. Toggles. That means for every clock pulse, it will changes from 1 to 0 and 0 to 1 when the input value is both have the same value. Okay. Now this is the explanation of truth table. Now from this truth table, we came the conclusion that clock J K Q N plus 1 and this is our state. In first case, when clock is 0, whatever be the value, output is no change. So let us write when clock is 0, whatever be the input of J, output is no change. That means previous. So we can say it storage. Okay. For clock 1, there are 4 conditions. When both the inputs of J is 0, clock 1, both the inputs is 0 1, clock 1 it is 1 0. Obviously 4 state are there. Let us see whatever be the value. When clock is 1, both the input are 0, then output is no change. So we can say here output is no change. This is storage. Clock is 1, input is 0, 1. Clock is 1, input is 0, 1. Output is reset. Clock is 1, input 0, 1. Reset means 0 value. So Qn plus 1 is 0. We can say it reset. Okay. When clock is 1, input is 1, 0. That means here clock is 1, input is 1, 0. Both the cases output is 1. So we can say output is 1 and it is set condition. And when clock 1, both inputs are 1, 1. Output is in toggle case. So here we can say toggle means whatever be the value of Qn, it's reverse. When Q is 0 Qn, Qn plus 1 is Qn bar. When Q is 1, it is 0. So we can write here Qn bar. Whatever be the value of Qn, we get its reverse value. Okay, this condition we can say toggle case. Toggles. Okay, this is the truth table of our JK flip-flop. So for toggle means switch between two states. In case of JK flip-flop, when input in J and K both are 1, then flip-flop is to be called in toggle state, which means it will switch output only one. Switch output means it changes. Either when it is 0, it will be 1. If it is 1, it will be 0. Which means it will switch output only once in every clock cycle. That means for every clock cycle, it will changes from one state to another. This is our toggle state. So this is the truth table of JK flip-flop. This truth table is same as SR flip-flop. The only changing condition is here forbidden state when both the inputs are 1 is removed, and here it comes the toggle state, which is inverse of the previous state. So when both the inputs are 0, it is no change. When 0 1, it is Q0. That means when J is 0, output is 0. It is reset. When J is 1, output is 1. It is set. When both are 1, it is toggle. In SR flip-flop, when flip-flop, not latch. In latch condition, if we use either NOR gate or NAND gate, the truth table is different. For flip-flop condition, whatever we use, either NOR latch or NAND latch, truth table will be the same. Mind it. Okay. For latch condition, if clock is not used, for NOR and NAND gates, it depends the output totally on NOR and NAND gates, and it will be the different for two latches. And the truth table of JK flip-flop is same as truth table of SR flip-flop. That is when both are 0, output is storage, that is no change. When J is 0, it is 0, that is reset. When J is 1, it is 1, that is set. When both are 1, it is toggle. The forbidden condition has been removed. Okay, this is the truth table of JK flip-flop.